Biobed's been set up now for 5 years. It's got to the point where we're looking to regenerate the substrate within it. What we've done is clear the pipes off the top of the turf, and now lifting off the turf off the top and then removing the substrate from it, which is simply being dug out. It can be done by hand or with a digger, as works best. You can see how the biobed has been set up. We've got slabs around the outside here, weighted down the polythene liner. The soil under the liner is shaped so it runs to a central point where we have the submersible pump. And you can see that with the central manhole cover there. The way it works is that the dilute washings for the sprayer run over the surface with the pipe that's been removed here. It then permeates through the substrate, and any pesticides that are in there are broken down in that process. So it's a high organic matter substrate, being compost, straw and some soil off the farm. And what you have is an accumulation of water at the bottom, which is then taken out via the submersible pump to be stored in another vessel to then ultimately, when you're sufficient, to put it on an area alongside. What we have seen is that sometimes you do have the grass on top of the biobed dying. That reflects some of the chemistry that's gone on, but testament to how well it works is that the areas around it have always flourished.
This is what will be returned to the biobed. We have a soil compost mix which has been left to stand and stabilise over time, and then there's some bales of wheat straw which will be shaken out. We found what worked best for us was to actually layer the straw, soil compost, and then break those layers up with a fork as we went. It didn't take too long to do. The straw being 50% of the volume, it soon bulks up the area. Alternatively, it is possible, if you've got the equipment, to mix and then tip straight in with the teleporter or loading shovel. Some soil around the central inspection chamber. It gives it support which will help stabilise it and stop it falling over. Last thing you want to happen. Also, that substrate does contain the microflora. It's been breaking down the crop protection products put through the biobed to date, and rather than having to wait for the microflora to build up, it'll be pretty quick anyway, but by incorporating some of the substrate that's already been in the biobed, it will have that microflora in there and it will give it a bit of a head start.
Back at the biobed, new substrate has been put in. The 50% straw, 25% compost, 25% soil mix being put it back into the hole. We've then turfed the top and then relayed the pipes across the top. There's a little bit of work with the plumber and the electrician just connecting up the last few bits, some of which could be done on farm, and now it's up and ready to run again.